welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about the Teacherpreneur courses that I've taken. So if you are here because you subscribe for normal teacher content, I apologize, but there will be a video up later today about my online teaching experience in the 4th week. But for right now, I want to talk about Teacherpreneur courses because I love talking all things teacherpreneurism. If I say talk nerdy to me, that's what I want to hear about, all the business stuff for teachers. Or business stuff in general, actually, I enjoy. It's just fun to go into like a different kind of world, something sort of separate from teaching, although related, and just to do something different. As teachers, we are lifelong learners, and this is something that I enjoy learning about. If you follow Casey Morris and listen to her CEO Teacher podcast, she released an episode on Wednesday about courses, and a lot of the things that I wanted to say in this video, she kind of said the same thing. So I feel very validated in what I have to say, but if you listen to that, just know that you're going to hear some ideas that are echoed. So first of all, why take courses? I'm planning on doing a video on just free resources for teacherpreneurs, but when it comes to courses, the thing is that you could Google how to do anything. Like, I'm sure that you've heard people say that they are a student of Google University. And I love Google. When I was in college, there was 1 year over winter break, I taught myself how to knit, and I learned by Googling how to knit. So I fully believe in learning things online and finding things, and stuff's out there for free. So don't get me wrong there. But when it comes to something that you want to do and you want to do it well, I like the idea of taking a course, because that way someone is delivering to you what you need to know and you don't have to go around looking for it on your own. And with that, you're getting someone's actual personal experience. So whatever mistakes they made and how they corrected them, you're getting all of that information too. And that is not something that you can find through Google. And that's why I feel like courses are totally worth what you're paying for, because you're getting anything that would have taken you so much time to find out, either having to continually Google search. I mean, how many times have you Googled something and did not get the results that you were looking for right away and you had to keep adjusting your searches? Ultimately, taking courses saves time, and I don't know, I feel like time is our most precious resource. I could always make more money, but I cannot just suddenly make more time. So I'm currently in my 7th course, and one question is, why take so many courses? Part of it is just I'm a nerd and I love learning and I enjoy taking courses, but the other part of it is that you don't always get, and I'd say you probably never get, everything that you need from just one course. If you think about it as like a teacher, is it possible for you to teach absolutely everything? We get 180 days and that's still not enough. So what happens is you take a course, you implement what you've learned, and then you get to a point where you realize you might need to know more about a certain topic than what you were given in the course. So that has led me to taking more courses, and I'm not mad about it at all. Plus, I love seeing what content is repeated in multiple courses, because that just kind of drills in how important that piece of information really is. So I'm going to do a rundown of all the courses that I've taken so far. So it all started in fall 2018 with Transform Your Resources. Literally the very day that I said I want to take my Teachers Pay Teachers business seriously and actually like pursue it and try, that was the same day that Casey Morris released her workbook. It was 10 steps to getting started in your online teacher business or something like that. And I grabbed it right away, and we had the video training that she has done every time she's launched the course. And I learned so much. So when Cart opened that one, I think it was a Monday at 7 a.m. I was sitting, it was in my classroom, it was before contract hours, but I was frantically refreshing my email, waiting for this email to appear in my inbox so I could get started on all things teacherpreneurism. In Transform Your Resources, we went over some of the basics for creating resources, like using clip art and fonts and PowerPoint tips and tricks. And then we talked about copyright information, standards, we talked about email marketing and blogging. But of course I wanted to know more, especially about blogging. And in summer 2019, I guess it was May last year, so it's like literally right around a year ago, Casey opened up the CEO Teacher Academy membership, and I did that for 1 month. The first month was all about blogging, and then the months after that was going deeper into other aspects of business that I was not interested in at the time. So I left after that first month, and we'll circle back to that in a little while. But around that time, I guess it was February 2019, I took SEO Basics for the Teacher Author. That's another course that I reviewed, and it was a very simple, straightforward, short course, and it was great because it went into more of search engine optimization, which I learned about in Transform Your Resources, but it was like a very practical application. And also around this time last year, I joined Elite Pinning, and that was a course dedicated to using Pinterest as a teacherpreneur. And that one I loved, again, because it was very specific and right to the point of what you wanted to know. And it went like step by step and gave practical approaches to creating pins. And it went into using Tailwind and all of that. This is the only course that apparently is no longer available. I just saw this, I guess, it was from Rachel Davis. She announced a week ago that she was like retiring the course or something. The next course I joined was Teacher Hustle University, and that was in September or October 2019. And this one's not like a course per se, it's really more like a membership. And this one, it started out as a course similar to Transform Your Resources that went into Teachers Pay Teacher stuff, but the course creator is Alyssa McDonald, and her background and her strength is in marketing. So now that it's not a course, but they call it a framework, and the framework really centers around marketing your resources, and there's still like a little bit of product creation for TPT in there, but it's mostly about blogging and email, Pinterest, and branding. So I found that the one thing that was missing in anything else that I'd taken before was really setting up your brand. And I loved what Alyssa has to offer for Teacher Hustle University. And then I love that she has monthly content available that helps you plan out what content you're putting out. And then there's also quarterly challenges, and everything has been amazing. So I am definitely going to renew when my time is up. Then last fall, Casey announced that CEO Teacher Academy would be switching gears, and instead of being a membership, it became a course. At this time, Transform Your Resources was renamed Make Your Mark, and there was another component added that was like mindset stuff. I don't remember what the official name of it is. And then there's Make Your Business, which is the part that's like CEO Teacher Academy from what I mentioned before. That was a membership, and now it's redone in course format. So when it was first offered, I was like, no, I'm done with courses. And the direction that CEO Teacher Academy takes is like building your own course, which was something I had no interest in. I was like, I just want to stick with doing Teachers Pay Teachers. No courses for me, thank you very much. But I did an organized teacher challenge in January and realized I have so much that I could talk about in terms of organization that I guess I need to make a course. So I joined CEO Teacher Academy in December, because that was around the time that thought came to me. And that course goes way in depth into blogging, email marketing, there's Facebook ads, and honestly, I haven't gotten through the rest of it. I feel like some of the stuff in the course is like a little bit over my head or beyond me, like I'm not there yet, but when I am, it's there waiting for me, so I'm fine with that. So if you haven't been keeping count, that's 5 courses so far. The next course that I enrolled in was, gosh, which one came first? I think it was Thriving Teacher Academy. So this is the one that I spoke about most recently. It just opened and I love this course. I was able to take it as a former coaching client of Jillian's. So I got to see the course before it was launched, and what I love about this course is it fills in the gaps that the other courses have just in terms of Teachers Pay Teachers, because a lot of the other courses try to keep things broad because there's more than just Teachers Pay Teachers where you can sell your resources. But Teachers Pay Teachers is the most widely known and used, the most reputable. So I love that this course really goes in depth in actually like using the website Teachers Pay Teachers and different things that you can do in making the resources. And it covers a lot. It definitely goes into more depth in creating resources than any of the other courses that I mentioned. And then the last course, number 7, this one I've just started. I've not finished it, but it is Engage with Email, and it's from Melissa McDonald. So this is something that works alongside of Teacher Hustle University, but it's like a deep dive into email. So the thing about the courses is that they are not always offered year round. They have specific times when they're open and when they're closed. And so as much as I can, I'll try and keep up with what's available and put it in the description box for whenever you happen to be watching this. But I get questions, especially when multiple courses are open at the same time, like which course was your favorite or which one do you recommend? And those are two very separate questions. So as far as which one is my favorite, I don't have like a favorite. It's like asking me which student is my favorite. The students that I had my first year of teaching, they are in a very dear place in my heart. And that's how I feel about Transform Your Resources. It came into my life at just the right time and it holds a very special place in my heart. But I love every course I've taken. I've never been disappointed by a course. I've never felt that my money went to waste. In fact, every time I purchase a new course, my sales increase even further. I'm always getting a return on this investment. As far as which course I recommend, I don't have a recommendation that I could just share in a video like this because it really depends on the person taking the course and it really depends on what you need and what you're looking for. On the other hand though, I've been asked which course increased my sales the most, and it's impossible to tell at this point because I've taken so many. I don't know which course I would attribute my success to. The only thing that I can answer for certain is that Transform Your Resources increased my sales a lot. And I'm saying that because that was the one course that I took by itself. Ever since taking that course, I've taken so many more that it's hard to say if the success that I've had is because of Transform Your Resources or Teacher Hustle University or Thriving Teacher Academy. So if you're looking to enroll in a course and you're wondering what should you be looking for, look for something that aligns to your goals. Try to consider your current goals, any goals that you would have for the future, and look through what's being offered in the course. One thing to look for is whether or not there is support via a community. Usually these happen on Facebook. There will be a group specific to the course, and these can be super helpful because you're getting constant feedback from not just the course creator, but other people in the course, and those communities are invaluable. So in addition to looking for that, if you're wondering whether or not a course is right for you, I strongly suggest following the course creator. Everyone that I've mentioned, I mean, except for SEO Basics for Teacher Authors, I don't really know who that was from, but everyone else that I've mentioned, their courses, they have Instagram profiles, so you could follow them on Instagram. For example, Jillian, who has the Thriving Teacher Academy, she puts tutorials up regularly on how to do different things, especially in PowerPoint and with Instagram, so you could learn from her now and get a sense of what the course will be like. And then Casey, Alyssa, and Rachel, they all have podcasts. So you can listen to their podcast, hear what they're teaching for free, and get an idea of if they are someone that you like to learn from. And the last thing to look for is a free training. Usually people have free trainings when they're trying to sell their course, and they kind of go through a formula of introducing themselves and who they are, what their experience is, and then they talk about whatever it is that they promised you. It's usually like a training or a webinar on how to do something, and then the end of the webinar or training is all about the course, like what to expect. So attend those and see if they feel like someone that you would click with and that, again, that you want to learn from. And I cannot say it about any of these ladies that I've purchased courses from, but I've gone to other trainings for other people that were selling a course, and they said, like, you know, in this webinar, we're going to teach you like 3 steps for managing your email list or growing your email list. And you get to the end of the training and it's like, when did they ever even do that? Because it seemed like they totally skipped it. Like, if you leave that training and you feel like you didn't get anything from it, that course is not for you. So it wasn't easy, but I think I did it. I think I got everything that I wanted to say into one video. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching.